All right, I'm here with Elizabeth Klunder from the women's golf team. Elizabeth, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, we're doing this with a lot of different student athletes and just asking some different questions to kind of get to know you. But how are you doing during this time? Are you hanging in there? How's the school going? How's your family doing?
Doing well. Everybody's healthy, so that is definitely a blessing. But hanging in there, trying to get through classes, make sure I'm getting every assignment done. That's probably been the hardest part, is making sure I check off everything on my list.
For sure,
Yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
good.
Well, tell me a little bit about yourself, like where you're from, what year are you at Cornerstone, what brought you to Cornerstone? Just let's get to know you a little bit better.
Yeah, so I am from Zeeland, Michigan, about 30 minutes west of Cornerstone. Just hop on the highway, you get right there. And I'm actually a sophomore right now. And what brought me to Cornerstone was both I got to play golf, so that was a blessing, and just the community. It was just very welcoming, and I felt like at home there. So it's kind of why I went to Cornerstone.
Yeah. What are you majoring in?
My major is child and adolescent services, and then I have a ministry minor.
Okay. Is that something you've always wanted to do, like even growing up, or did you kind of figure that out a little bit later in your life?
So I've always loved working with kids, so I knew I always wanted to do that. But it was always just the teacher position is what I always kind of strived for until I think it was my sophomore year in high school. I took a psychology class and I was like, oh, this is where I need to go for sure. So yeah.
It's good. Who's been a role model in your life?
I would say my youth director at my church. She has definitely been somebody that's always been supportive of any decision that I want to do, and especially with choosing where to go to college. I never thought I would be able to play collegiate golf. So just talking with her and praying with her, she's always led me through a lot of my decisions.
That's awesome. That's good. What kind of things did you do growing up? Like other than playing golf, and usually golf's not one of those things that you just, oh, a 5-year-old, 6-year-old gets out the golf club. That's not normal. What other things did you do as a kid, whether it's sports or non-sports?
Yeah, so I grew up with 3 older brothers, only girl, youngest. And so we were always outside playing baseball, soccer, football. So I really got into soccer for a while, and then just ended up, hey, you know what, I like golf better, but always grew up playing sports. Love to be outside, love to just wrestle and do all the boyish things. But yeah,
Sure.
it was pretty
Well,
much
that kind of goes into the next question then. What you can stick with golf if you want for this, but who is your favorite player that you like to watch?
I love to watch Victor Hovland. He's a golfer and he's
Victor
brand
Hovland.
new. Victor Hovland. I went to a PGA tournament during spring break with the golf team, and we followed him around the whole time. One, he's super cute, so that helps. But he's just super young and just kind of like very inspirational. You can tell that he may be struggling becoming a professional, but he's striving for what he wants, and so that's really cool to watch.
That's great. I was expecting like a, Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy,
I mean, they're great too,
like
but
that. But I'm a pretty avid golf fan. I've never heard of Victor Hovland.
yeah, he's new. He's new. He just
Okay.
graduated, so.
When they get back to playing, I'll make sure I look up Victor Hovland.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right. You mentioned other sports that you play, like with your brothers and stuff. Do you have a favorite team that you've followed along the years?
I would say just watching U.S. soccer team during Olympics and everything like that probably is super entertaining. Just gives me a little going and kind of reminisce on my old soccer days. So that's always fun to watch.
That's
But I
good.
think that's really the only team that I kind of think of.
Yeah. All right, let's go into a little bit of rapid fire here. I like to ask this question to get it going. If you were stuck on an island with one of your teammates for the rest of your life, who are you picking?
Ooh, they're all so great. I would maybe say Katrina Goebel, because she is just one, super funny, super nice, and I feel like she'll always think of something to do. Like, it won't ever be boring with her. She's just so universal as a person, both kind and funny, so I would probably choose her.
Okay. What is your favorite shampoo brand to use?
Dove.
Dove. Okay. What's a nickname you've been given?
Boo. That's an easy
Ooh.
one.
Okay. Is it soda or is it pop?
Pop.
Okay. What is the favorite state that you've ever been to?
Ooh. Ooh. Maybe Georgia?
Okay. Favorite TV show?
Parks and Rec.
What's the last book that you read? Not a school book.
Um, can't think of the name, but it's by Bob Goff.
All right.
Can't think
Love
of the
Does.
name of it.
Is it Love Does by Bob Goff?
Yes. Yep.
Good one. What is your favorite meal to have for dinner?
Spaghetti.
That's a good one. With meatballs or without?
It's got to be meat sauce, but no meatballs.
Okay.
Just meat sauce.
Gotcha. And then what is your favorite indoor activity?
Just sitting on the couch and watching TV count?
Sure.
That then.
Inside or outside, right?
Yeah.
All right. Last question is kind of a serious one. If obviously everything that's going on right now, there's student athletes, there's fellow students that you've got friends with across campus. They're all over the place right now. What's one message that you can send to them to help them through this time?
Just have patience. Right now, like, this is just a time that God is testing us all, no matter whether it's with our faith, with our friendships, just whatever. So I know that's one thing that I've learned that I need to have is patience and just understand that God has a plan in every single situation. And so being able to be patient and waiting for his call for the next thing is what we really need to do in this moment.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, no problem.
Good stuff. We'll, hopefully we'll get back to golf soon, get back to school soon, and we'll, just enjoy you guys' company on our campus. So thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no problem.